أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما أما بعد فإن خير الكلام كلام الله جل في العلا وأحسن هدي محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وشر الأمور محدثاتها وكل محدثة بدعة وكل بدعة ضلالة وكل ضلالة في النار. As we've been reminding the brothers of this affair of preparation for death for a long time, and I think it's very beneficial for every person who hears this message, because it's a preparation for that reality that all of us will face. As of all of us are eventually going to attain and have surety of this reality, of everything that we've been reading, of these nusus, of all these different texts that have been authentically reported in the authentic sunnah of our Messenger alayhi salatu wasalam, and what Allah Ta'ala has revealed in His tremendous book. From the reality of ma'ash al-ikhwa, as we live in days and times of so much negativity, where people are losing their minds out here. People are losing their minds due to a lot of elements and reasons for that. Either due to shayateen in their heads, or due to sins. That's also a key element and a key factor. And also, Allah knows best, a bad diet. And if you want to add on to that, drugs and overdose of drugs and people consuming drugs. So you have all these factors all working against each other. Shayateen, sins, bad diet, and drugs. All compiled together to make an ultimate monster with no sense in regards to life at all. That's what you see out here. So people out here are losing their minds left and right. The death toll now has reached a level where it is totally catastrophic. Where you see, for example, in 1 year here in America alone, where almost 40,000 people were killed. In 2017 here in America, almost 40,000 people were killed. 40,000. Just Google it if you don't believe me. How many people killed or were killed from fatalities in America in 2017? Almost 40,000 people. That's like a city. And that's from that which has been reported and some which has not been reported of fatalities and death and overuses of drugs. That's like a city. And I still don't understand why the people would even be amazed of the life here. And would want to have this system that is destroying society, want to now really be part of it. For the jealousy for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and the sunnah of His Messenger alayhi salatu wasalam, no one will be wanted to be involved whatsoever in political system here. Rather, they will be in a state of being disgusted from the filth that we see on a daily basis here. For verily, ya ma'ash al-ikhwa, you see in the ayat that Allah Ta'ala says in His book, الَّذِينَ كَذَّبُوا بِلِقَاءِ اللَّهِ حَتَّى إِذَا جَاءَتْهُمُ السَّاعَةُ بَغْتَةً قالوا يا حسرتنا على ما فرطنا فيها وهم يحملون أوزارهم على ظهورهم ألا ساء ما يزرون. That Allah wa ta'ala says in His book, those who have denied and rejected the meeting with Allah, meaning the meeting with the one who created them, He says, until that hour will come to them unexpectedly, and they will say in the state of our severe remorse and what we regret of what we neglected in it. And we'll talk about what the pronoun goes back to here. Fiha, in it. And they carry the awzar and the evil and the sins upon their backs. How evil what they will have with them of that wickedness and that evil. For verily Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, كما قال ابن كثير رحمه الله, يقول الله تعالى مخبرا عن خسارة من كذب بلقاء الله وعن خيبته إذا جاءته الساعة بغتة وعن ندامته على ما فرط من العمل وما أسلف من قبيح الفعال. ولهذا قال حتى إذا جاءتهم الساعة بغتة قالوا يا حسرتنا على ما فرطنا فيها. وهذا الضمير يحتمل عوده على الحياة الدنيا وعلى الأعمال وعلى الدار الآخرة، يعني في أمرها، وهم يحملون أوزارهم على ظهورهم ألا ساء ما يزرون. يحملون، وقال قتادة يعملون، وقال ابن أبي حاتم قال حدثنا أبو سعيد الأشهج إلى آخر الإسناد قال ويستقبل الكافر أو الفاجر عند خروجه من قبره كأقبح صورة رآها وأنتن ريحا فيقول من أنت؟ فيقول أو ما تعرفني؟ فيقول لا والله إلا أن الله قد قبح وجهك ونتن ريحك. فيقول أنا عملك الخبيث، هكذا كنت في الدنيا خبيث العمل منتنه طالما ركبتني في الدنيا هلم أركبك. فهو كقوله تعالى وهم يحملون أوزارهم على ظهورهم ألم ساء ما يزرون. For verily Allah wa ta'ala says in His book, for verily the tafsir of what we're going to talk about and elaborate in these brief moments, inshaAllah, bi'idhnillah, until death comes to one of them unexpectedly, and they will carry the evil of their sins on their backs, and how evil what they will have with them. For verily, ya ma'ashal ikhwa, fiha, what they have neglected in it. This pronoun, what does it return back to? You'll find from the Salaf, as Ibn Kathir says, that one of the meanings that the word or the pronoun fiha, in it, that it goes back to this world. I want everyone right now in this room, put yourself in a predicament where everyone is putting you under the dirt and they're taking pounds and pounds of dirt and they're just putting it on top of your body. Everyone in here, because that's everyone's reality. Shittum am abaytum. Whether you want to deny it or not, that's the reality of everyone. Imagine right now. Imagine you're about to die. And in the last breath you're about to leave in this earth. And we're going to talk about the ayat, insha'Allah. When a person is departing from this world, the state of horror and fright you'll be in because you're embarking upon something else now that you totally cannot fathom in your mind or your intellect. And then you see the angels of Allah coming at you now. And there's nothing you can do. Your bad temper, your guns, and all the trash you used to talk, and all the arrogance that you had with people, and all the bad and mistreatment you used to do with the people. In this moment right here, there's nothing you can do. Except that the only thing that matters right now is your actions. The actions which you did right now, in which this pronoun goes back to. You'll find in the ayah it says, what does the pronoun go back to in it? Fiha. upon what you neglected in it. One of the narrations as it comes in the tafsir, that it says of what you neglected of righteous actions in this world. That's one of the meanings. Upon which you came up short in. Because every person when they die, even from the Muslims, even if one was given paradise and Allah granted it to him from his infinite mercy, he's still going to regret the fact that maybe, inshallah, I should increase in more righteous actions, in more righteous actions, in more righteous actions, in me being upright and getting myself together and correcting this morsel of flesh that is corrupt within the bodies of a lot of people these days. For verily, that's one of the statements. One of the statements is of what you regretted of coming up short of performing abundance of righteous actions in this world. And one of the meanings of the ayat that it returns back to Ad-Dar al-Akhirah. He says our severe remorse and regret of what we came up short in it. A second statement of the word or the pronoun that it returns back to the hereafter. Meaning what I came up short in preparation for this reality that I'm in right now. What I came up short in preparation for this reality that I'm tasting right now. That's another second statement. Another statement is, like we said, the hayat dunya, the righteous actions in the hereafter. Now listen to this part. They will carry the sins of themselves on their backs, how evil they will have with them of evil actions and wickedness. Listen to this statement. Yahmilun. That they will carry. Listen to this. He says a person, if he dies in a state of disbelief, and even it can be in some cases who's a fajr, who's a sinner, that now when he is leaving, departed from this world, and we'll talk about when إِذَا بَلَغَتِ الْحُلْقُومِ. He says when the last breaths are being breathed within the body, and you are departing from this world, and you're breathing the last breaths of this pitiful world that we lived in. And now you're departed from this dunya. And now you're performing that action, what they call ghara. When now the soul's leaving the body and making this noise. That's ghara. The soul is leaving the body now. Then the eyes follow it. The soul leaves out. And in some circumstances, the soul doesn't want to leave the body because it sees the angels of punishment coming at him. And the soul will be in a state of horror where it does not even want to leave outside the body. And here, brothers and sisters, your guns can't do anything to help you. Your arrogance, your race, your color, your nationality, none of that has any significance in this moment. Everything you used to think, which is a benefit in this world, goes totally out the window here in this circumstance. Only thing that's going to now benefit you is what? What is it? What is it? Whether or not you purified your belief system, where you purified it from anything that taints it, and your righteous actions, no more, no less. Not the fact that you had a long beard, short beard, brown skin, black, white, light skin, curly hair, fat, short. That is all insignificant when you put under that dirt. When are we going to wake up? The fact that you came from America, North Philly, West Side, North Side, South Side, California, Saudi Arabia, the North Pole, all of this is insignificant with Allah. When are you going to wake up? It's absolute nonsense. You'll find that Allah Ta'ala says in his book, talking about these ayat. Listen to this. When a person is embarking upon the hereafter, he says, and when he's put under that dirt, listen to the reality. He says someone comes to him in the form of a man, as it comes in the tafsir. وَيَسْتَقْبِلُ الْكَافِرَ وَالْفَاجِرَ عِنْدَ خُرُوجِهِ مِنْ قَبْرِهِ كَأَقْبَحِ صُورَةٍ رَآهَا وَأَنْتَ نَرِيحًا. When he's leaving out the grave, something comes to him in the most uglified and vilified image that he has ever seen, and the most repugnant and foul in its stench and its scent. And he will say to him, who are you? And he will say to him, Ama ta'rifuni? Don't you not know who I am? Don't you know who I am? He said, La wallah, illa anna Allah qad qabbaha wajhak wa nattana rihak. I don't know, I swear by Allah, except that I know that Allah has made your face ugly, and he has made your scent repugnant. He will say to him, I am your wicked actions. Just like this, you were in this world. Wicked in your actions. Foul in its stench. طالما ركبتني في الدنيا. He says, now as long as you have what? Boarded me, and you wanted to get on top of me by following your lusts and desires in this world. Now today, I'm going to get on top of you. I'm going to mount on top of you. And that is the meaning of the ayah, that they will carry the evilness of themselves upon their backs. How evil what they will have with them, the wickedness. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala save us from this dunya and all the pathetic nonsense that we see every day going on. Walhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Alhamdulillahi wahdahu, wassalatu wassalamu ala man la nabiyya ba'dahu, wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa man tamassaka bi sunnatihi ila yawm ad-din, wa sallama tasliman kathira, amma ba'd. I need to keep reminding the people of death. We need it. We need it, all of us. We need to hear these reminders to get ourselves together. There's no more of this happy, happy stuff. No, we need to be smacked. We need it, all of us. We need it in preparation for the reality that's coming at all of us. Due to all the nonsense that we see taking place around us, it is heart-saddening, and it is heartfelt, and it is sorrowful of what we see. How the reality and the quality of the people just keeps getting lower and lower and lower and lower. For me, for myself, I don't really even care about myself in this world. If someone put a bullet in me right now, I truly don't even care. I don't care about myself. As long as I died in the state of Salafiyya, Tawheed, on the Sunnah of the Messenger of Allah, that's all I care about. I don't even care about anything in this dunya no more. Because it's all pathetic and nonsense. And if Allah truly wants good for you, the more you get older and wiser, you'll start seeing how insignificant and little benefit and value this dunya has. Maybe it will be an incentive to push you to start being a righteous, upright individual. And then, inshallah, treating people, knowing that how you treat a person is what's going to be very vital, and which will rely and depend upon your salvation in the grave and the hereafter. That the better you are as an individual, and the better you treat people, and the better you now guard the boundaries with Allah without exceeding them, exceeding the boundaries, and knowing how to treat people with good treatment, and trying to remove hardships and burdens from different people, that it will be, inshallah, a reason of why Allah maybe will take away a burden from you in your life, because you cared about other people. And you wanted good for them, and you wanted to take away from a difficulty or a hardship. Preparation for this reality here. But when are we going to wake up? When are we going to come back to our senses? Listen to the other narration. He says he will come. This man in his grave, he will come uglified, vilified, horrific in his face and his appearance. Aswadul lawn, black in its color, foul in its stench, having upon him alayhi thiyabun danasa, having a very worn out garment and clothes. He will enter with him in his grave. When he sees him, he will say, how ugly your face is. He will respond to him, just likewise your actions were. كَذَلِكَ كَانَ عَمْلُكَ قَبِيحًا. Likewise, this is how your actions were in this world. وَمَا أَنْتَ نَرِيحَكَ. And he says how foul your stench is. He says, likewise, your actions were foul in this world. قَالَ وَمَا أَدْنَسَ ثِيَابَكَ. He says how dirty your garment is. He says, likewise, your actions were. إِنَّ عَمَلَكَ كَانَ دَنَسًا. He would say, who are you? أَنَا عَمَلُكَ. قال فيكون معه في قبره فإذا بعث يوم القيامة قال له إني كنت أحملك في الدنيا باللذات والشهوات وأنت اليوم تحملني. قال فيركب على ظهره فيسوقه حتى يدخله النار. فذلك قوله وهم يحملون أوزارهم على ظهورهم ألا ساء ما يزرون. So it says in the last part of the narration, it said, verily likewise, he will ask, who are you? I am your actions. And he will be with him in his grave, scaring him, instilling in fear and horror and frighten him. He will be along with him in his grave. Then when he is raised on the day of resurrection, he says, verily, I'm going to carry you. For verily you used to carry me in the dunya with what? With lust and desires and following your pleasures. Today you're carrying me. فَيَرْكَبُ عَلَى ظَهْرِهِ. He will climb on his back and he will drive him until he enters him in the hellfire. And that is the statement of Allah. وَهُمْ يَحْمِلُونَ أَوْزَارَهُمْ عَلَى ظُهُورِهِمْ. Verily they will carry the wickedness and the evil upon their backs. How evil what they will have with themselves. فَيَا لِيَ مَعَاشَ الْإِخْوَةِ. This is only the start of narrations about death. I barely scratched the surface because the Quran, which is the final revelations to humanity, is filled with treasures. For those who study it and really scrutinize the benefits, will see. So it could be a reason for increasing our iman to make us better people so we could be an example for these people that are misguided out here who look like zombies. Where you see that the shaitan has turned them out in their belief and in their minds and in their physical stature. How Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has sent the shayateen upon these people. And the only people that can save them is the people of Tawheed and the people of the Sunnah. Nasallallahu tabarak wa ta'ala bi asma'ihi al-husna wa sifatihi al-ula an yuriyana al-haqqa haqqan wa yarzuqana ittiba'ah wa yuriyana al-batila batilan wa yarzuqana ijtinabah. wa nasalahu tabarak wa ta'ala bi asma'ihi al-husna wa sifatihi al-ula an yatawallana wa iyyakum bi ri'ayatihi wa hifdhihi fi ad-dunya wal-akhirah. ويثبتنا عند السؤال في القبر ويثبتنا وإياكم عند المرور على الصراط على متن جهنم إنه ولي ذلك والقادر عليه وصلى الله وسلم وبارك على نبينا محمد وآخر الدعوانا أن الحمد لله رب العالمين وأقيم الصلاة.